Oh man, guys, good morning. Your friend Sebastian here in Durango, Colorado, and coming at you in my capacity as a guy that just loves you, right, and has a Foundation 1440. We talk about, if the most successful people in the world have 1440 minutes, and we all have the same time in the day, what is it that they're doing with their minutes that we're not doing with our minutes, where they're just crushing it, right, and we're sitting here in this pandemic freaking out, right, guys? So I'm here today to help you focus, right? We're gonna last week here in Durango was spring break for the kids, right? So it was okay to lay around and pretend this was just a big dream and a snow day, right? Maybe sleep in a little bit, spend some time with the kids, right? But today is a new day, it's a new week, we're back in school, right? And yet school's not in. So we've got a schedule here at the Hartley House we're going to keep. Pretty soon we're going to do our workout, right? Mama has big plans for everybody getting dressed up in Olivia Newton-John, so tune in later for that. But guys, I want to talk to you right now about making a leader shift, right? And this is a tough time, guys. This is a big deal, and I honestly believe that the Lord put me on this earth to inspire people to do what inspires them. I may have been built for moments like this, right? Because I'm going to help you get intentional and to focus. And here's what I know. I was listening this morning as I was running to leadership, and what John Maxwell says is that things are just in this new day and age, in this new media age, things are just moving faster than ever, right? And as leaders, we have to pivot and shift. Well, along comes COVID, right? And this pandemic, and holy moly, as a leader, it's time to shift. And here's what my mentor said, which was, right, you had a plan and it just changed. And love it or hate it, guys, we kind of need a new plan. It's a new out there. So I'm here to tell you the 3 things that you can do to take control back in your life, right? And the question we ask often in our company and in our genre is, whose life are you living? And be intentional, right? Go out and lead the life you want to live. So 3 things you can do right now to take control back. And number 1, it's a mindset hack, right? I want you to slow down for a minute right now, maybe even grab a piece of paper. And what we're going to do is we are going to set ourselves up with a little mindset hack. And what it's going to be is the minute that you turn on the news and you watch a little too much, or the minute despair sets in for the financial carnage, right? Or the minute despair sets in for your loved one that's like in my case, leaving to go to the hospital and help everyone else. What are you going to do to shift your mind? And what I want you to do is I want you to think of something that brings you joy, right? Hashtag joy broker. What is it that every time you think of it, you just smile, right? And every morning in the hot tub, I'm sitting there, and as I finish the first part of my routine, the second part of my routine is to say, what are the 3 or 5 things I'm grateful for? And slow down and really think. And every time, almost inevitably, even though I have these things I love about my wife and I love about my son, one of the things that just most vividly pops into my head is my beautiful little daughter. And this face she makes where she kind of looks at you with the devious eyes and waggles her little eyebrows, and you just kind of know that she has mischievous plans, right? And it just makes me happy inside, and I can see it in the hot tub. And my goodness, you guys, my chemistry changes and I smile. I'm out there in the hot tub, it's dark, I'm alone, right? And I'm smiling. And so this mindset hack is important. When you're starting to feel despair around the situation, what are you going to think of? What are you going to write down? What are you going to see? What are you going to do? What are you going to break out in song? I don't know what it is, but I want you to slow down right now, write it down. What brings you joy every single time? And the minute you feel despair, you're not going down the despair road, you're going down the mindset hack road, right? And for me, it's just a lie to waggle on those eyebrows, right? Number 2, we're going to set ourselves up on the new routine and the new schedule. Now, if you're a morning miracle person, then we're not changing that. But what are we tweaking with that to bring it into today's day and age where we're going to use it to get through the trouble times? So your schedule, guys, we don't have a to-do list. We follow a schedule. And if you do the activities on your schedule, there's no way you come out the other side without feeling great, without having growth in your life, right? And here's what I know. We're going to intentionally make times for the things that will move the needle. What are the things in your business, if that's what you're really struggling about, that we know if we do it will move the needle? For me, it's phone calls and reaching out to my people, right? I probably am not selling as many houses right now, and I am going to make sure that people are thinking of us because they know I've got their best interest in heart, right? So it's a bold 100 every day, you guys. I'm calling, like one day when this all started, I've made thousands of phone calls, guys. And one day I called, first and foremost, I called the people I knew that were clients and friends that were going to be compromised, that had issues with their immune system. They were just older, right? And made sure they were taken care of and loved. And the next day I was like, oh, I want to call on my leader friends and make sure that they're ready to lead and fit to lead, that they're pivoting and that they're going to show up when the people that they lead need them the most, right? And the third day I thought to myself, who's really struggling? And I was noticing that my single friends out there, guys, they're alone, right? Quarantined alone. That sounds horrible, man. I surround myself with love and people, right? I've got these little humans that I love, right? And some of these folks are alone, right? So I called those people that are single and just said, hey, how can I help? We're here for you. I love you, right? So top 3 things you can do to take control. 1, the mindset hack. You start going dark, what are you going to think of, right? Number 2, we're going to set our routine and our schedule up, and we're going to tweak it to make sure that we're doing the things that we're going to move the needle forward for our business, for our family, for our mindset, whatever it is. Like very intentional, purposeful about this every day, guys. And then the last thing is you're going to make a little time for your passion. We've got all this time. And are you doing what brings you passion? Because here's what I know, guys. If you do something you're passionate about, it'll bring you energy. It'll make you gritty. Passion and perseverance are the things that bring extraordinary success. So are you doing the things that you're passionate about, right? Are you doing the things that bring you energy? We got all this time. Why not set a little time aside to do what it is that to focus on the gifts that the good Lord gave you, right? And guys, here's what I know. I may truly have been built for this moment, right? To inspire you to do what inspires you. Part of my life sentence was, I'm going to inspire the next generation of collaborative leaders. Anybody else thinking that some of the changes that come out of this freak show we're in might be awesome, right? What do those things look like? And what changes could you make for yourself to lead a life of intentionality, right, guys? So top 3 things you can do. Number 1, mindset hack, right? What are you going to do when you start going dark on yourself, and just get out of it? I'm going to see Elida's little face waggling her eyes, right? Number 2, my routine and my schedule, right? Right now, I'm going to live by that more than ever. And our schedule looks like kids are in school today, even though they're at home school. What's that look like? We are absolutely working out and being more purposeful about that than ever, right? Schedule and routine. Don't let it slip away from you. And then the last thing is we're going to make time for our passion. It'll give you energy, grit, passion, perseverance. And when you're doing what you were put on this earth to do, man, you're just going to inspire others to do what they were put on this earth to do. And together, guys, a rising tide floats all boats. So, guys, if you need some intentionality, if you need some purpose, if you need some good juju, tune in here at foundation1440.com every day this week and likely for the rest of our lives, right? Because it's a new. And we got to, and I'm going back to the old, right? Which was my hashtag, the original hashtag. Some of you remember it, which is get up, get out, and get after it, guys. I love you from Durango, Colorado. Hope this helps, guys. Message me here, share the message. Meet me at 1440.com, foundation1440.com.